Hey, my beautiful lost souls. I just want to say I'm really emotional while making this. I've never experienced anything like this before. I'm sorry if the light is kind of low. And it definitely shook me up a little bit, but I'm doing better. I just got into my first car accident. Like, yeah. I got into Is it my first car accident? Or just the first car accident, I was behind the vehicle? I think yeah, this was my first car accident like ever. And I was also behind the wheel. Um, and I just want to explain to you guys what was going on because I feel severely misunderstood. I mean, I'm not trying to make it a big deal, but this is my first car accident, and I do feel like I was wrongly assessed. So basically, me and my aunt, I started my new job recently, and me and my aunt were on our way to work, right? We were running like a little bit late, but like we would be at most like 10 minutes late. But I wasn't speeding down. Like, I mean, I do like to, press on the gas a little bit, but I don't go over like 5 miles. Like, and that's the thing, y'all. Like, literally, when taking my driver's license, I literally almost didn't make it because they said I was going way too damn slow. So that's the thing. I wasn't speeding because I couldn't speed. Let me tell y'all what was happening. So we was literally on our way to work. Like, literally, the job was right there, like right down the road, right? Causing me to make a left turn, right? Where it was, in the left lane, I was making a left turn. Now, in the lane that I was in, right, the left lane, I was the last car to go, but the light was still green when I went. Keep that in mind. When everybody was going, the light was green. Mind you, also keep in mind this, the light that was on my lane, it wasn't a red to yellow to blue. Like, no, it didn't go yellow. It was just one of those lights that just go red and green, which I feel like should be illegal, but hey, right? It didn't even flash. It's not even the ones that flash before it goes red. No, it's just red, green, red, green. When I went, the light was still green, right? The light was still green. So I'm making the turn. It's kind of like a wide turn because I also want to let y'all know this is like a big intersection. Like, it's one of those intersections where there's cars from east, west, north, south, and there's like 4 lanes in each of them, right? So I'm turning into the no eating soggy. Hmm? No, wait. No eating soggy. I'm turning into the west side, right? I'm turning into the west lane, right? As I'm turning, right? Because when I turned, y'all, the light was green. I don't run red lights over here, honey. Not like that. Not in this type of intersection, no. So as I was turning, the light was green. It was green. I saw because there's no way I would have pressed on that gas and I would have continued to went in this big ass intersection, right? Let me collect my thoughts. As I was turning, I noticed that the light must have changed behind me, right? Because as I was turning, the other cars, you know what I mean, they were starting to go, right? So, how can I explain this, right? As I was turning to go here, right? I noticed the cars that were coming this way. Because again, no eating soggy waffles. The cars that was right here, they kind of started to rev up a little bit, but here's the thing. They slowed down because I was already in the middle of the road as I was making the turn. Like I said, the light turned red behind me. I was already turning. The light was green. It must have had just turned red behind me. It's not like I was trying to squeeze myself. Like, no, I genuinely thought I had. Well, I do. I know I had the right of way. I know I had the right of way because it was green, but I guess it turned red behind me because the car started to move, but they were slow. They was moving slow. They was letting me go through real quick because I mean, I couldn't stop. I was in the middle of the road, and if I would have stopped, I would have been holding up traffic because you know what I mean. They gotta come down, and I'm just sitting here, right? So they slowed down. I said, okay. I noticed they're slowing down. Let me hurry up and let me get out of here. As I was about to press on the gas, I see this other person, right? She's in like the second to last lane. She's going, but at first it's like she's hesitant. She's going slow. I'm like, okay. Like, I was a little bit hesitant at first, but I'm like, okay, let me just step on the gas real quick and let me get out of here. And mind you, she's coming this way. I'm turning here, she's coming here. As I'm turning, I noticed that she stepped on the gas, but it was too late. Like I was planning on stepping on the gas because I'm like, oh hell no. Literally right before we got hit, you guys, my aunt literally was looking at her and she was like, what the fuck is she doing? My aunt saw what was going on and she was like, what the fuck is she doing? As I was turning, instead of slowing down like the rest of the cars did in the other lane, she decides to speed up like a maniac. Mind you, I'm already turning. I don't care what nobody says, I had the right of way. My light was green. When I went, my light was green. She speeds up. Boom, collision. I'm hit. She hits me, y'all. Keep this in mind. This car hit me. I did not hit this car. This car hit me. I was hit. Now, thank God, because she hit the passenger side. As I was turning, I'm turning to the left. She hit the passenger side. My aunt was in the car. Thank God she's okay. Her back just hurts. And obviously, like, you know what I mean? I have a bruise right here. You can't really see it because the camera quality is poor, but I have a bruise right here. And I have a huge ass headache and my body's aching. But she steps on the gas. Like, it seemed like I thought she was kind of drunk for a little bit. She steps on the gas and hit us. It seemed like she panicked, and instead of stepping on the brakes, she stepped on the gas. Cool. So my aunt calls the police, right? Well, actually, no, you guys. This is just goes to show that everything happens for a reason, and this is why I don't believe in coincidences. And I feel like the universe works in mysterious ways. Literally, as this all went down, you guys, the car, because as I was turning to go in this lane, right, the lane that I was turning into, because they had a red light, obviously. I wouldn't be turning if they had a green light and they were all coming. That wouldn't make no sense. So the guy that was, stopping at the red light, he was at the front, mind you. Turns out he was an undercover police officer. Crazy, right? And so thankfully he saw what happened. He called his fellow buddies or whatever, and he kind of left the scene, whatever. But he called everybody. He called the ambulance, everybody, right? I get out the car. Like I said, you guys, I'm really good at staying calm under pressure, right? I'm really good at handling pressure and just high stress situations. When we got hit, the airbags came out. But that wasn't the only thing. When the airbags came out, a gas, like some type of smoke came out. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they put that shit in special effects for the movies to make it seem like poof, like big collision. I didn't know that shit actually came out, but it did. So yeah, like I said, she stepped like you could even see what happened, bro. You cannot convince me that I was in the wrong because the pictures that I have, you can tell she was going full speed. It wouldn't make no sense why I would have got hit that hard if she wasn't like she hit us so hard, y'all. The front rim of the car came off. The mouth of the car literally flew out. It looked like I hit something in the front, even though I didn't, because I wasn't stepping on the gas. I was about to. She sped up super quick. I was like, and then my aunt was like, yo, what the fuck is she doing? And I was looking like, you know what I mean? I wasn't panicking, but I was about to step on the gas. I was like, like, what the hell? You can tell it was such a big impact because she was stepping on the gas. You can tell she was stepping on the gas. That's why it looked so hard. You would have thought I ran a red light the way she hit me, but that's not what happened. Boom, the police is called. Mind you, before that even happens, we get hit, right? Boom, the smoky gas came out. Now, when the smoky gas came out, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the car was about to blow up. I don't know why I thought that, but I saw smoke and I just thought, damn, this shit about to blow up. So, of course, I'm struggling to get out because the airbag is like right in my face. I undo my seatbelt, I open the car. I'm not panicking. I'm panicking on the inside, but I'm containing it really well. I get out. Boom. I helped my aunt get out because I realized she got hit from her side. She can't open her car door. So I'm like, come through my side. As soon as I get out, I hear this old ass bitch in her fucking car, like, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh, what happened? I can't breathe. Like she got hit. Bitch, you know what happened. You had a front row seat to what happened, you dumb bitch. You hit me. She's like, oh my God, oh my God, I can't breathe. It seemed like she was having a panic attack. So me being a good Samaritan, I opened her car door. Like, no, at first I didn't. I just asked if she was okay because I don't know this bitch. But I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? Because obviously it's a car accident. I'm trying to make sure I'm not liable for anything. She's like, oh, I can't breathe. She just keeps saying, oh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh, what happened? Oh my God, oh my God. So her window was all the way down. I undid it. I opened the car door and I said, ma'am, are you okay? And I just kind of held her arm and I dragged her out because she just kept saying she couldn't breathe. The police come, right? She's making a big spectacle. The way this lady is acting, bitch, you would have thought we hit her. She's like, oh my God, oh my God. She's having a panic attack. Mind you, this is an older woman. She's not like in her 60s, but you can tell she's like in her 40s, 50s. She has some gray hair, basically. Not a bunch, but she has some gray hair. The police come. Mind you, it looks the way it seems, I guess it seems like I wasn't badly injured because I was handling it really well. But here's the thing, everybody handles stress differently, right? I went through a lot in my life, and I'm not even trying to cry right now. I'm just really emotional. I went through a lot. This isn't shit compared to what I already been through. So it's like I had to learn throughout my life how to be calm when other people were going crazy. I've always been like the one to hold it in and keep it together while other people get to have their mental breakdowns. So the police and the firefighters came. They were asking if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I feel okay. Of course, I'm saying I'm okay in the moment. Like, again, I'm a people pleaser. I never want to make it like inconvenience anybody. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay. But then like I realized like there's a like I have a bruise on my arm. Like my arm hurts really bad and I have a really bad headache. Like I feel like I just banged my head against the wall. Mind you, I'm not sure if I did. I know I was like this a little bit, but the airbag prevented me from like hitting the dashboard. So, but I just felt like there was blood. Like I don't know, like it felt I had a really bad headache. And so the police officers came and I'm playing it cool, but I'm not like, oh, I'm completely fine. I'm just like, I don't know, you guys. I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Like, I'm in shock. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I started getting annoyed. I told my aunt, I'm like, bro, why is this lady acting like we hit her or like she didn't know what the fuck was going on? Like, you didn't step on the gas. Like, what the fuck are you crying for, bitch? So I don't know what she told the other officers. In my opinion, they, mind you, to make a long story short, you guys, they ended up giving me a ticket. In my opinion, I felt like they gave me a sympathy ticket. I think they were just being aware of her emotions. Mind you, this lady was acting distraught. Why the fuck are you acting distraught like I did something wrong? Ma'am, you literally stepped on the gas and hit me like you were drunk. Like you were drunk driving, like you were under the influence. What are you hysterically crying for, bitch? I should be hysterically crying. So she talks to the officers. Mind you, they talk to her longer than they talk to me because she's hysterical. She's like, oh my God. Oh my. Sorry, y'all. My breath's about to come out. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's my cousin, y'all. So I spoke to the officer and I told them the truth. I'm like, because at first they asked me, they said, was the light green? Yeah. Like at first I said I don't know because y'all, I'm in the heat of the moment. I knew I didn't run a red light, but I just said I didn't know because I'm in shock right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys. We wait for my aunt's boyfriend to come pick us up. He's on the way. The police come. I had trouble. I thought I left my license at home for some reason, even though I knew it was with me, but I couldn't. Again, I'm in the heat of the moment. I ended up finding it later on. Her boyfriend came, picked us up. We was in a car waiting. We was with the officer, and he ended up giving me the ticket for a right of way violation. The way he described it, he was like, "Well, what she told us, bitch, search the fucking cameras. Why the fuck are you taking this hysterical bitch? Like, why would you trust somebody who's hysterical? I'm calm, cool, collected. I would have a better recollection of what happened." She said, "Oh, well, what she told me, it seemed like she said her light was green. So you step on the gas when you see somebody turning? Just because your light is green doesn't mean my light was red, hun." And if that's how you react in a high stress situation, you decide to panic and step on the gas, you shouldn't be on the road, my love. I was not in the wrong. He gave me a ticket. The ticket is $160, y'all. I'm not paying that fucking ticket. And I have 3 points on my license. I'm not paying that fucking ticket. I will be going to court. I don't care what nobody says. I will be going to court. And then I get a mini lesson. Like I appreciate him for like trying to teach me and shit, but it's like you weren't there. You don't know what happened. At the end of the day, it wasn't my fault, you guys. I don't think it was my fault. And I'm just like kind of annoyed because it's like like, why? First of all, why is my life always like this? Like, literally, it's always some big thing happening to me. Like, literally, I almost got attacked last year, you guys, for no reason. And now I get a fucking ticket even though I got hit. How does that make sense? How does that make sense, bro? It literally makes no sense. So I'm just kind of annoyed right now. I'm kind of pissed, and I still have to go to work. I really don't even want to go to work tomorrow. I want to take a mental health day because I just feel so emotionally drained. I feel depressed. I feel like I wasn't really heard or assessed correctly because I wasn't hysterically crying. So, I don't know, you guys. Just pray for me. I'm also feeling a little bit betrayed because it's like people I talk to on pretty frequently, people that I talk to pretty frequently, they didn't really call me. Like, nobody called me to make sure I was okay. People texted me, but like nobody really called me. I could have died. So, sincerely, fuck everybody who didn't call me. Fuck everybody who just was like, okay, I could have died, bitch. I literally could have passed away. I could have died. So, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be going to court because I'm not paying this shit. I'm not. You're not gonna convince me that I was in the wrong. Thank God there's lawyers in my family. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, you guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think I was in the wrong? The way I described it, you guys, I promise you I wasn't speeding up. I promise you my light was green. Because in the moment, I couldn't recollect because I'm just like, damn, I just got hit. The car is fucking, y'all, the car is done. It's in the toll place. It's done. But my light was green. It was a green arrow. I went. I did the right thing. Is it my fault that the light turned red behind me? Was I supposed to use my spidey senses? Because the way he described it, he's like, you should have yielded to her. Sir, I said, officer, if I yielded when this bitch, like, what the fuck? She continued to press on the gas. Is that not a safety hazard? I was already in the turning lane. I was already about to go in the lane. She stepped on the gas in last minute. For what reason, Lord will never know. What was I supposed to do? Stop the car and make it levitate off the fucking road and, you know what I mean, start flying to my job? Was I supposed to use my spidey senses to sense the red light behind me and, you know what I mean, reverse time and go all the way back and not cross the green light? Was I supposed to hop in this bitch car and make her press on the brake? No. Just because this bitch was hysterically crying does not mean she was in the right. This bitch knew what she did, and honestly, if you ask me, she was putting on an act. I don't care, you guys. If you ask me, it seemed like that bitch was putting on an act. It seemed like she was, ah, ah. Bitch, you hit me. What are you crying for? And I got a ticket, so now like I look like the bad guy. I will be going to court. Period. You're not gonna convince me I was wrong. I had a green light. If I would have stopped, this bitch was pressing on the gas. Okay, I understand I'm in the left lane. He said you're in the left lane. Here's the thing, she was going straight, you were in the left lane. The lane, the turning lane always yields to traffic. Sir, my light was green. By the time traffic got their green light, I was already in the middle of the road. I was already in the section about to go in the left lane. I was so close. Everybody else, if I was really in the wrong, it would have been a multiple collision. It would have been a bunch of people hitting my car. But I wasn't in the wrong because everybody else didn't immediately step on the gas as soon as they saw their light turn green. Her light wasn't green forever. She was waiting for a while, you guys. Let me keep this in mind. She was waiting. She was not driving and then I just, said fuck it and I went while she was going full speed. This bitch, it should have been no reason why your car had that much impact on my car. If you just got the green light, your light just turned green. Why was you stepping full speed on the gas? But I'm in the wrong. Absolutely not. I will be going to court. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not paying that $160. And sincerely, fuck everybody who didn't check up on me. Y'all a bunch of bitches. Let me also explain to y'all, if I seem a little different, I'm a little bit high. Okay, I smoked a little za, so please excuse my mannerisms, my behavior. But yeah, y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Please pray for me. Yeah. Deuces.